What's good, YouTube? Vakasa Coffee here. So, we're diving into a request from Heidi. Heidi, thank you for sending all of the coffees. I really appreciate you. You sent 7 requests through, and we're going to do all of them for you. This is the first one that was on your list. Guy Sebastian featuring Lupe Fiasco, Battle Scars from X Factor Australia. I've heard of Lupe Fiasco and heard some of his songs. Very, very talented artist. Guy Sebastian, heard the name, never listened to him before, no reason why, just haven't. So this is new for me, these two together, and I know Lupe is fucking fantastic, so I'm curious to see what another artist does with him, especially on a show like the X Factor, right? You gotta be like top fucking tier to get on the X Factor, especially with Lupe Fiasco, right? So, if you're new here, please subscribe. We talk about mental health, addiction, world issues, everything in between, break down all the lyrics, stage performance, instrumentation, lighting. It's positive vibes. It's a great way for everyone to wind down or begin their day, whatever time it is, where you're from. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. It means the whole world. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. This is Guy Sebastian featuring Lupe Fiasco, Battle Scars from X Factor. For live, this is insane right here. He just sang auto-tune with his voice, bro. Auto-tune needs him. The cool thing I've always noticed about auto-tune when you're recording is if you're already on pitch and then you put auto-tune on top of it, it almost like doubles the voice and makes it just sound really fucking full, right? Because you're already on pitch. So it's just kind of like this layer gets added on to it that makes it doubled up, more like punchy on the vocal balance. Very interesting if you can actually sing on pitch. If you put auto-tune onto already on pitch vocals, makes a really cool fucking effect. Guy Sebastian has one of those kind of voices where like when they're editing it, they probably have a lot of fucking fun with like how punchy they can make it because it already is naturally sounding like that. Such a fantastic voice right there, man. And of course, Lupe coming in with this deep rap right here. You gotta love it. I love bars. You guys know I love bars, so we're definitely gonna get into breaking those down. And also, the stage is just going wild. There's fire up on the stage. A crowd is ecstatic. The crowd is going insane. They are screaming their fucking minds out, and why not? Right? Have a good time, man. This is I would be fucking wilding out too. Do you hear this? I would be amazed if this was being sung in front of me like that live.
But I feel like ruins ruin me. Arrow holes that never close from Cupid on a shooting spree. Feeling stupid cause I know it ain't no you and me. But when you're trying to beat the odds up and trying to keep your nods up, and you know that you should know and let it go, but the fear of the unknown on another lover's phone sends you back into the zone. So go with no Tom Hanks to bring you home. A lover, not a fighter on the front line with a poem. Trying to write yourself a rifle, maybe sharpen up a song to fight the tanks and drones and you being alone.
Man, I love the flow. The flow is so fantastic. Like I said, Lupe Fiasco is a fantastic artist. This does not disappoint or let me down. Exactly what I was expecting. This level of greatness right here. And Guy, like I said, his voice right here. I want to listen to this real quick and hear his voice some more.
That I could stop cause it hurts so much. And I'm the only one that's trying to keep us together. When all of the signs say that I should forget her, I wish you were the best I ever had. Here's that the good outweighed the bad, cause it'll never be over until you tell me it's over.
I love the secondary vocals as well, how they're playing off of each other with the echo kind of effect that Lupe's doing for Guy here. Fills in the performance very, very well. That's some good hype man shit right there. I really appreciate stuff like that for live performances. Beautiful. Yes. All right, let's get into some of these words. Now, that is beautiful. Like I said, he's got very, very great pitch. I like the tone of his voice. Like I said, he has the natural auto tune voice. And I love when people have that effect naturally to their voice where it's so on pitch that you could swear it's auto tuned. It's fucking wild, man. When people can sing like that live, you gotta really appreciate that. Absolutely beautiful. So, these words here. We start out with Lupe. The wound heals, but it never does. That's because you are at war with love. You are at war with love. And then we have Guy. These battle scars don't look like they're fading. Don't look like they're ever going away. They ain't never going to change. These battles. Wow. It be like that in life, man. It feels like that. Looks like nothing's ever going to change or pain's never going to go away, right? Sometimes it feels like things just can't get better from where they are at the moment, especially if it's a breakup or something like that. Wild. And then Lupe comes in with these bars here. Never let a wound ruin me, but I feel like ruins ruin me. Arrow holes that never close from Cupid on a shooting spree. God, Lord, golly, what a bar. That is a good fucking bar right there. Wow, I feel like it ruins me, he says. He says he's not going to let it ruin him, never. But I feel like ruins ruin me. Man, I feel like ruins ruin me. That is fucking... standing amongst it, right? Being amongst it. The destruction and the chaos. The sadness of the situation. Wow. Ruins ruin me. Arrow holes that never close from Cupid on a shooting spree is a fucking bar, bro. That is a damn bar right there. I love it. Feeling stupid because I know it ain't no you and me. Man. Nice syllable placement here. I like the syllable placement. Like I said, he's a very talented artist. I wasn't expecting anything less than this from him. Very, very awesome writing right here. But when you're trying to beat the odds up and trying to keep your nods up and you know that you should know and let her go, but the fear of the unknown, man. Oh, but the fear of the unknown. Saying what if? You don't want to live with the what if, so you just do it, right? You go for it. You try, right? You don't want to let go because what ifs get stuck in the brain. I see here. Wow, this is a very, very nice representation of the emotional situation that you go through during a breakup or searching for love that you can't find as well, or just tragic, heartbreaking things in life as well, building up on top of you. Fucking hell, man, this is deep right here. I really like it. Been trying to keep your nods up and you know that you should know and let her go, but the fear of the unknown. Holding on another lover's phone sends you back into the zone. With no Tom Hanks to bring you home. Man, with no Tom Hanks to bring you home. A lover, not a fighter, on the front line with a poem. Try to write yourself a rifle, maybe sharpen up a song. Trying to write yourself a rifle, maybe sharpen up a song. What a... His bars are good. These are really good bars. I like it. The descriptors are really, really powerful. Like, hits you in the chest kind of descriptors. Very, very great metaphors here. To fight the tanks and drones of you being alone, he said. He's like, I'm trying to take this pen and heal. That's what he's saying there. Wow. That is beautiful wordplay. I fucking love it. Great first verse from Lupe right there. That's fucking dope, man. And then we got Guy and Lupe on this part here. I wish I never looked. I wish I never touched. I wish that I could stop loving you so much. God, that is deep. Because I'm the only one that's trying to keep us together when all of the signs say that I should forget her. These are good bars. Great syllable placement. First off, this, man, just has that... You just bounce along it It runs right through itself like water. Very brilliant, beautiful writing right here. Because I'm the only one that's trying to keep us together when all of the signs that I should forget her. Man. It's facts. You go through that, man. People go through that sometimes. You gotta learn that lesson the hard fucking way a couple times before you decide not to do it anymore. Hopefully those lessons come young time in life, right? When you're young, before you get into your more adult years. Because if you're an adult when it happens, man, it's real easy to make a life fall apart, right? It's less easy to make a life fall apart when you're younger, right? You have less to lose at that point generally. You don't usually have a house or a big car or whatever, boats, things that you could lose if you go off the handle, so to speak, right? Man, you gotta be careful with those situations, man, for real. You gotta learn those lessons young and not stick yourself into things that you know are better off left alone at this point. You know what I mean? I wish you weren't the best I ever had. I wish that good outweighed the bad, because it'll never be over until you tell me it's over. I have to officially hear it. But then once you hear that official declaration, you're really going to go off the handle if you've never been through it before, especially, and it's your first time. You ain't going to take it too well a lot of the time. Most people are not born fully bold like that. They have to go through it a time or two or three. Some people never learn. You see those people running around crying about a new person every 3 months, and it's like, God, Lord, why do you do this to yourself? Like, it's just miserable. It's no judgment even. It's just miserable. Like, why? Stop it. Settle down a bit. Like, look for something better and genuine, and stop chasing and then trying to forget again, traumatizing, reopening trauma, and then kicking the doors back down, walking right back into the room, basically. Like, it's counterproductive. That you gotta be careful, man. And that really, stuff like that can boil down to codependency and just wanting or really needing somebody because you feel uncomfortable and inadequate alone. A lot of people feel like there's so much that goes into it, right? It's a whole fucking lot emotionally that goes into those kinds of things in life. You gotta consider that stuff and try not to be judgmental about people that might be more flighty than others, because a lot of the time that's some kind of emotional issue that needs to be worked out that hasn't been, because look at the relationships and realize that no one's truly taken the time to try and care when they're all that quick, right? So that's a thing to consider, right? You have to consider things like that. Man, you gotta love it. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever going away. They ain't never gonna change. Man, just saying, I'm stuck in this pain and I don't think I'm ever gonna get out from this. Deep as hell, man. Very relatable.
Shouldn't have, but you said it. It shouldn't have happened, but you let it. Now you're down on the ground screaming medic.
Oh.
The only thing that comes is the post-traumatic stresses.
Wow.
Shields, body armors, and vests don't properly work. That's why you're in a locker full of hurt. The enemy within and all the fires from your friends. The best medicine is to probably just let it win.
I really appreciate that he's rapping without playback in such a fucking live setting like this. Like, X Factor is not, right, gonna have you fake singing up there. That is not the place that's gonna happen at, right? And he is just genuinely up there rapping every fucking word. Clean as hell. Not out of breath. Bouncing around. Perfect energy. Getting the crowd into it. Interacting with the crowd. Dancing around. Not missing a fucking beat without any playback right here. That's a thing of fucking beauty. Classic performing right here. You rarely see stuff like this anymore. This is not a thing that is done very often nowadays. I really appreciate it. Man, he said, then just leave then. You shouldn't have, but you said it, and I hope you never come back. Oof, rough. Rough. It shouldn't have happened, but you let it. Now you're down on the ground screaming medic. Oh, screaming somebody help, right? Oh my goodness, what a metaphor. Jesus Christ. The only thing that comes is the post-traumatic stresses. That's fucking facts. We were just talking about that. We were just talking about that exact thing right there, and he said it too here in the second verse. Man, shields, body armors, and vests don't properly work. That's why you're in a locker full of hurt. Yeah, exactly. You're saying it's mental, man. That fucking shield or body armor and vest and blocking the... You're not in a physical battle here, Holmes, right? This is on your brain. You're fighting your brain, bro. And losing in this situation, right? Damn, the enemy within and all the fires from your friends. The best medicine is to probably just let her win. Saying let them be right, essentially, and just walk away. Right? Let them have it. Right? Because the fire isn't worth it, especially from your friends. Ah, damn, boy. Damn. That's facts. It'd be like that. Yeah. It's really like that, man. You guys definitely, I'm sure, know all about it. I don't have to fucking go into the gruesome details of how those things play out. Rough lessons, man. And once you learn them, you never fucking learn them again, I hope so, because, like I said, that's a life of full-ass, just dead-ass pain, right? Nothing more. Man, darkness, despair, sadness, loneliness, all while being around people the whole time. That is fucked. Right? Yeah. We don't want that. We don't want to end up like that, man. You don't want that shit. That is some this is some serious, like, mental health to consider right here when it comes to why people chase after those unhealthy situations and stuff like that. Man, it's a lot to consider. And we did talk about a good bit of that in the last verse when we were breaking that down. Lord. This is deep as fuck, and like I said, I appreciate that they are not using playback here, even for the rap sections. That is fucking awesome.
Wish I couldn't love. Wish that I could stop, cause it hurts so much. And I'm the only one that's trying to keep us together. When all of the signs say that I should forget her. I wish you were the best I ever had. Wish that the good outweighed the bad, cause it'll never be over until you tell me it's over. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away. They ain't never gonna change. These battle scars don't look like they're fading, don't look like they're ever gone away.
My man's up on top of the car and I'm fucking wilding out up on top of the car. I love that they have the stage all set up so fancy with even props and stuff on it. Lupe's over here on top of the car now, just hanging out, while Guy's over here serenading us with beautiful natural auto-tune voice. You gotta fucking love it. This is a thing of beauty right here. Very great songwriting. The message inside of this song is very, very important, and it has a lot to consider when it comes to the emotions of toxic relationships and longing to not let go of people that aren't good for you. Even though there's love there, not everybody's good for you. That's the thing of it. Not in that manner. Friendships can even be fine even after a breakup. Like, lots of people stay friends and don't have bad blood after breakups and everything like that. That's fucking perfectly normal. And it should be like that. Bad blood is never a good thing to carry towards people, especially people that you loved on a level enough to call them yours at one point, like to say that's my person that I like a whole lot, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, unless something very, very crazy has gone on inside of the situation, right? There are exceptions, obviously, but normal life situations and just unfortunate things where the paths don't cross anymore and you gotta go your different paths in life, no bad blood should ever be held. It's not healthy. You're gonna wither your own self away emotionally, become jaded and shit like that, and that's a lesson that you learn the hard way. Like I said, hopefully when you're young, you learn that lesson in your younger times of life. So yeah, I mean, this is fucking deep. I really appreciate the message inside of this, and it's super personal, great wordplay. Like I said, Lupe is spitting straight bars right here in this song. Yeah.
I never felt so alive. Now hope won't heal, but it never does. That's because you at war with.
Hey, yeah.
And it's impossible to shake it.
Man.
You hope the wounds heal, but
Man. I like that little flow that Lupe hit inside of there in between the singing. That it like echoed what Guy was doing, except it was a faster flow that wasn't singing. It was like a rap flow. It threw this contrast inside of that bridge piece right there that was fucking really cool. Very, very awesome effect that they had there with the way they structured that piece together. I like that. 'Cause you've set me on fire, I've never felt so alive. No hoping wounds heal, but it never does. That's because you're at war with love. Man. And I'm at the point of breaking and it's impossible to shake it. Man, it's just saying that I've never felt so alive, man. Man. I can't even shake it. You set a fire on to me, and it's just so passionate, is what it's saying. It's hard to let go. It's like you're addicted to the person almost. Their energy is addictive in a lot of situations. Like, energy is everything, man, and it's like some people are just, even if it's like a situation that's not working out, you still just look at them and you're like, damn, that's a special human, right? Like, and it's like that. You just have to accept that you're not always going to get to be with that special human, and you can still love them for who they are. That's the ultimate message that we need to arrive at when it comes to this topic right here is move forward and appreciate how special that person is still. Like, don't hold the bad blood. View them the same way that you thought they were beautiful whenever you were with them, telling them they were all the time, right? It should stay that way, mentally, right? It's healthy.
never does. That's 'cause you at war with love. Hope the wounds heal, but it never does. That's 'cause you at war with love.
Man. Nice. Nice. Oh, man. He's very good at the pocket inside of his voice that's more restrained. You guys know what I mean, that sound switch that he has there where it's less belted, but it's still a very held out belted note. It's coming from a different section, right, of projection. Man, he is a really good singer. Like, the technique is very good. To hit that note as cleanly as he did live with a microphone and the switch up you have to do to hit that tone properly with the effect on his voice. Like, he basically put an effect on his own voice by the way he projected it. But the thing about that is he had to have that microphone in the exact perfect spot and nail the airflow of that perfectly for that note to sound the way it just did. And he did it back to back twice. That is fucking awesome right there. Guy Sebastian is a fantastic vocalist. Thank you for requesting this, Heidi. This is very good. I love this. Very technical. And like I said, I appreciate the rapping without the any playback at all. That is fucking awesome. This is really, really great. Yeah, look at that. Man. Fucking awesome, dude. Fucking dope. It's all love. It's so much love inside of this heartbreaking song. You see them smiles. They're like, yo, we killed that shit, man. They knew. They're like, yo, you killed that, man. That is fucking dope. The crowd loved it. I love it. I'll say that. I fucking love this right here. Great performance. The judges look happy as well. Look, they're about to give him a standing ovation as well.
I'll say it again. Guy Sebastian,
Fucking dope, man.
Wow. Personally, I want to say I love that. That is my favourite song. Now, Guy, you wrote that, and it's had such an amazing reception. How has it been for you?
Yeah, look, amazing. I mean, just to kind of pen that chorus and then throw it to Lupe and have him sort of just hit it for a home run. It was amazing. I mean, just to get someone like Lupe on the track, I knew it was going to have heart and have depth, and so, yeah, it's cool. Very
Exciting
cool.
news. You've got a new album coming out too. When's that?
So much heart and depth. He got exactly what he bargained for with that. It's a very proud moment for Guy Sebastian right there. You can see like the humbleness. It's just like, so he's like, holy crap, right? I fucking love it. I love when you get to see them like in this situation as well, just talking about it for a moment directly afterwards with the raw adrenaline emotions going. You like see their genuine reaction, and Guy's over here just like, yeah, this is everything I ever thought it would be. It's fucking fantastic, right? He's like, wow.
Yeah, literally just finished today, like mastered today. It's October 12th.
Hell yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Beauty, yeah.
Cover of the album.
Plug it.
Look, you've released Battle Scars over in the States. How's it been
Great marketing. Just saying, great fucking marketing.
received over there?
It's been amazing. You know, did amazing numbers the first week. A bunch of love. Guy's gonna be a superstar in the States as well. So, you know,
Hey,
it's just a
the
beautiful-
endorsement, man.
Beautiful look, yeah.
Are you ready to be a superstar in the States?
No.
And also exciting news, Lupe.
He says, no, I can't. Right? Yeah, it's fucking intimidating. It's an intimidating thought. A global thought, right? The thought of being all over the world from wherever you're from. It could be intimidating, man. Because it's so unfamiliar. It's just all unfamiliar territory, and like that weight on one person is just very emotionally immense when they've never seen outside of places before. You know, to be a superstar in that regard is very, very. It's a lot to deal with. I can imagine coming into himself during these moments. Lupe was probably a very, very great support to have because he's just such a humble and kind person, right? And fully supportive, like, fuck yeah, I endorse it. This guy's going to be huge. I really love him, right? That's so supportive, and I imagine that's very calming for Guy in this situation because you could see he's a little bit uncomfortable with like the whole idea. He's like, fuck, what have I done? Right? It's fucking dope to see this genuine side of it at the end here.
has a new album coming out. It's called Food and Liquor Part 2, the Great American Rap Album. And it is out Friday the 28th of September, so go and get that for sure as well. Thank you so much for taking the time out
Hell
of
yeah.
this, Guy. Thank you very much. One more time, Lupe and Guy.
Hell yeah. Fucking dope right here. Thank you for this request again, Heidi. I really enjoyed this. We got to talk about some deep stuff in here. Important, like, stuff about relationships in life, which you guys know, I've said on here before, have not been my best wheelhouse, but when it comes to dealing with emotions and stuff, I've learned a lot of lessons about that over the years. So I can certainly attest to that and attest to the growth that you can have as a person from going through those crazy bad times that those lessons come from. I can really appreciate a song like this. Very important, very relatable, and an inspirational, heartfelt message for anybody who feels alone and going through these things emotionally. It's easy to feel alone even though we're surrounded by people all the time. It's really easy to feel alone. It's pretty unbelievable, but that's how it is in the world. And songs like this are just very important to remind people, hey, somebody else feels like you, to the point that they can write all of this beautiful poetry about it and turn it into a song for you to listen to, right? And consider it like that, and things look a little bit brighter, right? I fucking love it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Support all the artists we have on the channel. Guy Sebastian, Lupe Fiasco. Show them love. Subscribe to both of them. Support all the artists we have on the channel. That's what we do this for. Get this music out into the world. Discuss the messages inside of the lyrics. Relate them to life. It's a very nice way to learn more about each other and ways to possibly cope with situations we're going through, and just really dive in and tap in and get to know more about ourselves. And it's even a growing and learning. Sometimes we hear things in songs on here that we didn't know, and it puts new perspectives into us. Like, we get shocked and stuff too. So I mean, yeah, it's a learning experience on here, and I appreciate the fuck out of this community for being willing to sit through my rambles and everything. You guys are awesome. So I appreciate the fuck out of you guys tuning in. We're gonna get out of here. I'm Vakasa Kavi. A reaction video a day or two. Keep the doctor away. Fuck those apples. Leave a like for me. Comment your suggestions. Subscribe up this way. Bang that notification bell for me. I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Have a beautiful one. Peace.